Chapter 2. Plant Adaptations. Learning Objectives. To understand adaptations in plants, aquatic and terrestrial plants, plants in deserts, mountains, plains, marshy areas. To find out about different plant habitats, about different plant adaptations. Let's begin. The plants are an essential part of our environment. All living things depend on plants for their food. The place where an animal or a plant lives is called its habitat. The characteristics which make an organism better suited for its environment is called adaptation. Adaptations in plants. There are different kinds of plants which grow in different places. Each plant has a unique set of characteristics that help it to survive in that particular area. Plants can be categorized according to their habitat into aquatic plants and terrestrial plants. Aquatic plants. Plants that grow and live in water are called aquatic plants. Aquatic plants are further divided into 4 subcategories. Floating plants. These plants float in water as they are light and small in size. They have air filled in their stems that helps them to float. Examples of floating plants are duckweed, water lettuce and water hyacinth. The roots of these plants directly absorb nutrients from water. Fixed plants. Lotus and water lily are some common examples of fixed plants. These aquatic plants are fixed to the waterbed through their strong roots, but their flowers are found floating on the water surface. These plants have long and thin air-filled stalks, i.e., they are hollow from inside. They have stomata on the upper side for breathing. They absorb nutrients from soil through their roots. The waxy coating on their leaves prevent them from rotting. Their roots help them to absorb nutrients from soil in the waterbeds. Many tasty dishes can be made from the roots of fixed plants, like the lotus. 3. Underwater plants. These plants remain completely submerged in water. Examples are hydrilla, vallisneria and pondweed. Their leaves do not have stomata, they breathe through their body surface. These plants have narrow leaves which are thin and ribbon-like. This protects them from getting torn by the force of strong water current. These are non-flowering plants. They get nutrients from the soil in the waterbeds through their tiny roots. These plants are lifesavers for several aquatic animals as they provide oxygen during the process of photosynthesis. These plants are also kept in aquariums. 4. Emergent plants. These plants are rooted at the bottom of the waterbed, but their leaves and stems extend out on the surface of the water body. Bulrush, arrowhead, cattail and sedges are some examples of emergent plants. Terrestrial plants. Plants which grow on land are called terrestrial plants. They get their name from the word terra, which means land. Such plants grow in different surroundings like in plains, deserts and mountains. Let us read about them. 1. Plants in deserts. Plants which grow in desert are also called xerophytes. Water and rainfall are scarce in the deserts. Therefore, they grow in hot and dry conditions. The thick green stem of these plants contains chloroplasts, like in leaves, which make food. Desert plants have long roots which help in absorbing groundwater. The leaves are reduced to thorns that prevent loss of water through the process called transpiration. Cactus and palm trees are examples of such plants. 2. Plants on mountains and hill slopes. Plants and trees which grow on mountains are called coniferous trees. These trees grow in very cold temperatures. These are tall and conical in shape. This conical shape allows the sliding of the snow from their branches. These trees have cones instead of flowers. Their leaves have a waxy coating and are needle-shaped. This characteristic saves them from rotting under snow in winters. The pine, fir and deodar are examples of such plants. 3. Plants in plains. These plants can survive in cold as well as hot climate conditions. These have lots of branches with plenty of leaves and flowers and shed their leaves during winter. Mango, shisham, peepal, banyan and sal are the examples of such plants. 4. Plants in marshy areas. Plants which grow in marshy areas are called mangroves. The soil in marshy areas is sticky and clayey, covered with water. Such plants grow breathing roots out of the marsh. Avicennia and Rhizophora are the examples of such plants. 5. Plants in evergreen forests. The plants which grow in evergreen forests grow tall with rich leaves. They can confine sunlight for photosynthesis and produce food in huge amount for themselves as well as for animals. These plants have waxy surface on leaves which help the rain to drain off from them. Such forests are warm in climate and receive heavy rainfall throughout the year. The trees do not shed their leaves in winters and are called as evergreen leaves. Examples of these plants are pineapple, banana and coconut. 6. Insectivorous plants. Plants which feed on small insects for nutrition are called insectivorous plants. These plants live in habitats where soil lacks nutrients. They get these deficient nutrients by consuming insects. Pitcher, Venus flytrap and sundew are examples of such plants. These plants have a unique way to capture their prey. The trap is a bladder that creates a vacuum that sucks in insects. 1. The pitcher plant is a pitcher-shaped plant. A sticky substance is secreted from its edges which makes the insect sitting on it slip inside the pitcher, hence getting trapped. 2. The Venus flytrap has 2 lobes which have spikes on their edges. As soon as an insect sits on it, the lobes shut, thus entrapping the insect. 3. A bladderwort vacuums its prey into a special bag where it is digested. The bag even has a seal that snaps shut once the prey is inside. The trap usually secretes sugars that lure insects. 7. Nongreen plants. Nongreen plants make their food from dead plants and animals. They do not contain the green pigment called chlorophyll. Therefore, they cannot carry out photosynthesis. You must have seen tiny mushrooms growing on dead decaying plant matter. 8. Parasitic plants. Parasitic plants grow on another plant called host plant and derive nutrients from it. They grow special roots that penetrate the body of the host plant, slowly and steadily killing it. Cuscuta and mistletoe are examples of such plants.